So when you're graphing quadratics and you don't have a quadratic that will factor easily, what would be a good technique? Well, there's always the table method, and you can always identify, like we did in the last video, you can always identify the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is where x is equal to 0. The y value is the constant. So at 0, 5, I'm going to go ahead and put a point. Let's see if I can. Oops, sorry about this. There we go. So there's that point. But sometimes it's really fast. If we can find, so if this is the y-intercept, and if we know the vertex, all we have to do is go the same distance in that direction and go up the same height, and boom, we have an ability to graph. Well, the vertex value, to find the x value, all you do is take the opposite. So if you were to label, when the quadratic is in standard form like this is, there's your a value, -2 is your b value, c is your 5 is your c value. To find the x value of the vertex, so the vertex is, in this case, the low point, this case, a maximum point, minimum point. Take the opposite of b, well in this case, the opposite of -2, just like that, divided by 2 times a. Well, in this case, a is 1, so 2 times 1. The opposite of -2 is +2, so then we have +2 over 2, which is 1. So that's the x value of the vertex, is +1. So we're going to be looking right here at +1. Okay? So when we know what the x value is, we can take that x value and we can plug it in to the function. Just plug 1 in right there, and I think I did that right there. There we go. We just plug 1 into the function. Well, 1 squared is 1. Subtract 2 times 1 is 2, so subtract 2 plus 5. And you just do the math. 1 subtract 2 is -1. -1 plus 5 is 4. So the y value when x is 1, y is 4. And that's what the vertex value is. So I'm going to, at 1, +4, on it. Sorry about this. I'm getting distracted here. This is not good. At 1, 4, that will be the vertex. So here's the cool thing. We know if that's the vertex, the graph is symmetrical. So I can take another point, and what I know is that if I went 1 to the left and 1 up, I can go 1 to the right and 1 up. So now I know that when I'm at 2, I'm up there also at 5. And yeah, we could put a couple more values. We could put in -1 and figure out the height, and we could plug in 3 and figure out the height. But even this information right here gives us, as long as you make that curved, gives us the general sense. So this is called the vertex mode. And let me go ahead and erase most of this stuff. So to find the vertex, if you don't have one that will factor, take the x value will be the opposite of b divided by 2a. And then you take that x value and you plug it into the function to get your y value. And once you know your x and y, mark that spot, mark the y-intercept, and then reflect that point. So 1 over up, 1 over up. And then you can sketch your graph. All right, this is it for the vertex method.